Hello and welcome to round one back nine coverage of our MPO feature card here at the 2024 True Bank Des Moines Challenge, presented by DGA BigBarri Commentary, bringing you all the action today. We had a pretty fun front nine, but these guys kind of got their butts whooped by Gavin Babcock out there doing work, 7 under their front nine, leading the way. Just a quick reminder before we get into the action, we got some new jerseys. Brand new designs. We got 4 new designs.
How fun.
Yeah, they're fun. Go check those things out on the JomezPro website right now. But yeah, there you go. Gavin Babcock, 7 under in the front nine. Austin Turner, Braden Sides shooting 6 down on the front, and a slew of players at 5. Redalen right there at 4 under after the slow start with bogey on 1. Managed to pick up 5 other birdies on the front, and he's right there at 4 under.
Hole 10, par 5, 860 feet. Out of bounds right. Big hyzer to this area to the left is what you're going to see a lot of people do. Then another little baby hyzer right around this big old tree right here. Land it somewhere right in this area if you can. Typically, you're going to see a nice little sidearm into the green. I bet this is playing as the easiest hole in the course.
No wonder. Hole 2. Surprisingly.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
This is the second easiest hole, and we're going to take a look here at Gavin Babcock throwing his approach with the forehand. Gets a forward skip inside the circle, nearly pin high, about 30 feet away. See if he can keep things going.
Oh, yeah. A little 25-footer.
And as they say up here in the Midwest, you betcha. What a round he has going right now.
Anthony's going to throw this up into the stratosphere, and he doesn't. He throws it into the tree, but probably gets through it all because he's so powerful.
No, it drops down. I think he stayed safe somehow.
Here's the thing about this hole. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that in any way.
Yeah, with his power, he 860 on the shorter ends of par 5s for sure. This is more like it. This is going to get around the trees.
Probably.
Yep.
Oh,
look at that.
Oh, a little
huge
booster.
Forward booster. Yeah. Wow, look at that.
Okay, that guy's scared.
That was best case scenario for Gannon after hitting a tree.
Hiding behind that big old hay bale. If that thing gets rolling, though, pretty dangerous.
Just picking up more hay as it's going down the hill. Pretty sure that's how it works. If I've learned anything from
How do you
snowballs.
think it got that big?
There's a higher mountain somewhere around here.
For sure. Simon.
Such a stupid thing to say. Anyways.
Big highsies.
Could be testing that tree that Gannon hit. No.
Oh, that guy is in a bad spot.
No doubt.
I do not want to be hit by that disc.
Yeah, it's just a little bit scary of a shot. Anthony's going to have to keep it flatter. I think he would have liked to have. Okay.
It's really child's play. Anywhere inbounds.
Once you're past that tree.
Yeah, if you have any sort of height, that second shot's so easy. 300 feet max.
Gannon electing to go low.
Oh.
Man, and that. I'm surprised the low play is what he opted for there.
Yeah,
Just
me too.
Doesn't allow it to get back left. You ideally want to be in the left side of this fairway throwing your third shot.
I mean,
and with the crosswind,
need to get down.
This could find out of bounds. And it does, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, these are surprisingly bad shots for this hole.
Maybe in the best position after 2.
Here's the shortest off the tee. And this
looks pretty good.
If it's going to be way down.
It's going left. But yeah, that's ideal.
Jumper if he wants it. From there.
So just a downhill forehand for AB. Going probably Raptor, though. Something overstable you can trust to finish back to the right. Digs into the...
I think that's his zone. So
Is it?
overstable putter, yeah.
Oh, goodness. I didn't know he had a red one of those in his bag.
Yeah, it's the same one that he threw when he went out of bounds on 7.
Gannon from a bad position does pretty well from there. It's going to have a birdie putt inside 26 feet. And Simon to try to save the par, and he will do so. Wow. Way down there in 2 for Cole.
If there's a better win for these guys, AB and Gannon and Simon, they can get way up there with the right to left crosswind. And that can get you into eagle territory.
I was playing with a player yesterday, I believe it was Ben Calloway, who suggested bringing the tee a little bit closer to the trees that you're trying to hyzer around, and then playing to the FPO basket as a trickier par 4. I think there's some, like bring a technical shot into play, and then the basket would stay here for the FPO to play a par 5.
I don't mind that because I do feel like it plays easy. These guys showed us that it's obviously you can make mistakes, but worst score is a par. Yeah,
it's the second easiest hole in the course. You were really close. Just hole 2 was a little bit easier today with the right to left crosswind that we had off the tee. But if the wind changes on hole 2, that's not going to be an easy hole to birdie.
I think tomorrow the forecast is supposed to be a bit calmer, and I bet this plays easier than 2.
Yes, and I think 2 is going to play harder than it did today.
With the less wind, which is kind of crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, you're looking at Babcock up there at 8 through 10.
That's just getting it done. If he can get it through 11 with a birdie, man, he's off to the races here. This is a tough one. Par 4, 721 feet. Got to get over and down this hill some way. There is a way that you can play the high up and over shot to try to get really far down this tunnel, but most people are just trying to get down to the bottom of the hill and play a fairly decently long second shot. Depending on what shot shape you choose off the tee, you could have anywhere from 300 to 380 left for your second shot on this hole.
These guys are going to take it inside left. And just
over the top spike hyzer for Anthony.
Oh
yeah, and that's just a hyzer coming up for AB.
Is that going to be tough though?
It's going to be a little tight. I agree that it could have 10 more feet of distance would have been optimal.
It's so crazy they can throw these stall shots that far.
And it is a left to right crosswind today, so the discs are going to get fought back against the wind a little bit. Not quite getting as far down the fairway as they were in practice. This is a completely opposite wind from what we had in our practice days.
High in the sky. I like that the best. Personally, I think he's going to have a bigger gap into the green. More room to shape a shot too, you know?
Simon. Got to watch out for going long. The unfortunate skip off the tee pad, counter skips into the woods. That's going to be a very, very tricky second shot.
Yeah, look at this. This is money. That's not. But the thing is, Simon, I hope somebody said that because this might hurt him tomorrow. Because he's like, wow, I threw that too hard.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody told him at the time. I would assume. But if not, hope he's watching coverage.
Yeah, it's his fault then if he's not watching coverage.
Bit deep there for Gannon's approach. And Simon, I was practicing with him on this hole yesterday, and he had a very similar line that he put under the basket. And that's maybe
just a frisbee freak, isn't he?
And when he threw the shot in practice, he just looked at us and said, "I'm so good." It was really funny. And I wonder if he was thinking the same thing after that shot, because that was incredible.
Twice hurts luck.
Well, it's not luck.
Yeah, he is tight here. Did he get through? Yeah.
That's getting decently up there. It's going to be uphill putt on a basket on a hillside that likes to roll. Or a hillside that likes to produce rolls.
This was pulled, not very tight.
Yeah, not the putt you want for par. Not after that tee shot. Pretty safe bid for Gannon going back up the hill.
Out of all the holes, though, this is the one that likes to roll, I feel like.
This hill?
Yes.
The hill likes to roll.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it likes to roll your disc, for sure.
No, of course. It's a good angle of it right here.
Oh. That'd be weird if the hill actually rolled off your disc.
Well, that's how that hay bale got there back on 10.
Yeah.
That's a good save there for Cole.
Putting a little round together.
Yeah.
Some good putting.
19 birdies on this par 4 that played above par, and Simon's one of them. What a birdie to get after that unfortunate anti-skip off the tee pad. That was really nice. Wow. Not many people in the sport of disc golf are getting up and down from there.
No.
Wow, so Gavin Babcock taking a bogey on 11. Braden Sides jumping up into solo lead at 8 under. Not to be confused with the superstar from Jonesboro Open, Wade Sides, the guy who aced hole 15 2 shots in a row. Back-to-back rounds.
Crazy.
Unforgettable story there. Hole 12, short par 3, 299 feet, downhill with a double mandatory. So important to just get through the gap. Try to get over that wall if you can and set yourself up for a putt. There are a lot of places on this green that you can actually find really tricky spots as well. I don't think he got it over the wall. Oh, he did.
That's fine.
That's one of those spots, though. He's going to have to make a bit of a trick shot. Even though he's only about 18 feet past the pin, it's not going to be easy. And that tries to jump the wall, but fails to. That'll leave about the edge of the circle, right?
Yeah, I think
something
so.
like that.
This one low as well, but might be wide enough. Nope. Circle's edge.
Usually good enough for Gannon here. Not exposed to the wind. I think he'll give this one a good bid.
Same shot as hole 3 for Cole. Doesn't get the reaction, though.
Does not get
Little
the
early
results.
left.
No.
Safe, though. Seen a lot of people go out of bounds. See that to the right there?
It's very close.
Very close. Going with the jump putt. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
No.
And that could find OB on the roll, and it does. That is and that's going to be a really, maybe impossible putt to make from there. Big time mistake. And big number coming for Cole right here. I think he's in danger of potentially taking a triple.
That's a silly mistake. You can just totally pitch it over to the left.
Yep, that was a little greedy. And Gannon does indeed slam it home.
Talking Ray B's is a good line, just right over the top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's got a little bit of a comebacker coming. It'd be a great bogey save, and he's not going to get... I mean, that would have been a... Now, that was for the bogey.
Yep.
Okay, so it will be a double, not a triple.
Maybe he has work.
Yeah, solid.
Low ceiling. Makes you a little nervous back there.
Let's see how obstructed this putt is for Simon. It might not be that. Yeah, no, he's got a...
This is tricky.
Yeah, it's tricky. You can't quite see the basket. You got the leaves in your way. And I'm telling you, man, there's some spots on this green. I mean, I know Simon's thinking to himself that was an unmissable putt. But people miss that putt every single day, every round on this hole. That's why those trees are there. It makes it tough still. Keeps you honest.
I mean, this one played hard. Even par for the group.
No, over. With a double for Cole.
Oh, yeah, double, yeah.
Really surprising scores there for our feature group today. But Gannon
putt, though.
Just sending it home.
4-4-3-3 now.
Austin Turner tied with Braden at the top.
Introducing the Ledgestone season finale. 27 unique releases, 2 St. Jude charity collector sets, and much, much more. The show begins July 24th. Visit shopledgestone.com for more information.
Hole 13, par 3, 333 feet. Hope that you get a 2 on the hole. You can go down this middle here, or the wide left route are 2 good options for the forehand, maybe even a backhand turnover with the wide route. You have to be careful. There is out of bounds to the right side. You can see it back there behind the pin. And if you get skipping too much to the right, you can find that pretty quick because that hillside, that little cliff to the right of the basket, is not going to stop your disc from going OB.
So Babcock goes bogey par.
And sends this one way right or left, and it finds a way through. And it's actually in a semi-decent spot about midway circle 2. Pretty scary putt from up at the top of the hill.
Stranger danger. Oh,
That
friendly.
gets it done. Back on track.
This guy's just having a season right now.
Yeah, he's really putting things together. Finding his game the right time. That is some bold camera work there. My goodness. I don't know. I might not have been able to throw my shot.
And it just jumped over all the trees, it looked like, but I think he went right in front of him. Simon going up the middle. No, sir.
I like the shape for the way that this hole plays, but it does make the gap, it's a lot tighter.
Yeah. The hyzer gets you to about 30 pretty regularly. Up the middle, I think, is the one where you can definitely park it. That was a friendly.
Wow, was it ever? I mean, still gets him back in the right direction. He'll have a look at it. AB's been a little low on his putts today. At least the ones from range. He's made all the ones that you absolutely have to make.
Yes. This looks perfect.
Yeah. It's about as good as you can throw the inside or the outside sidearm route. Well thrown.
I played in a group today that got it in the bullseye, all 3 of them wide.
And you did what?
I just didn't skip. So I like hit.
But you tried the wide sidearm as well?
Yeah. I landed like right here. Ran it, rolled about 30.
Oh, AB gets the height right, just a bit wide. Good effort. Simon to safe par is not going to do it. And that is 2 letdowns on the green, back-to-back holes. Simon's not going to be happy with that. Take it easy on the basket.
Yeah.
My goodness. It's got feelings.
On the stripe, though.
It's got a family. Cole, a few less miles per hour on his birdie make.
AB bogey free. Slow 4
round.
under, but bogey free.
Yep. Cole just closed his eyes before he threw that shot.
Interesting.
I gotta stop looking at where I'm throwing, I think.
Maybe you do too. Hole 14, par 4, 720. You can't really look at yourself.
That's true.
You can go backhand right down the middle, land here somewhere. These guys are going to try to even land shorter, I think, on the left-hand side of the fairway so they can throw the spike hyzer over everything into this green. I think that a lot of them have that play, honestly. You can go as far as you can and have an easier upshot. Sidearm left and wide to get you into the middle. Very, very tricky hole. One of my favorites on the course.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to try to go very far.
Yeah, that's what this course does, man. It just provides a ton of good holes.
Like, I think that's perfect for what he's trying.
Yeah. Oh, and when you start to try to bite off a little bit more distance, that's when that left side and right side rough come into play. But if you can throw just as straight as this is what you'd like to do.
He loves that mid-range.
Yeah, he does.
Really well.
I think that's Shockwave, I think it is.
Yeah. Aftershock, maybe?
Aftershock, perhaps. It's one of those two. It's shocking how well he throws it, that's for sure.
Look at this, though. Little putskis right down the gutsy. Pretty good.
I couldn't add to it. It's good enough by itself.
Simon, what is he doing? That looked like it came out early.
It did, and you're right. But I think he was trying to get to the basket. Oh, and there's out of bounds is like way down there, right?
Yeah.
I was smashed.
It's just to the moon. I don't know where. There it is.
Yeah, okay. So what you called is what you get there with
That looked
Amber.
left, didn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but
It's
like
about 13 feet left.
A lot more left than that.
Maybe this is more of the traditional play. Throw it down the middle and then try to throw it down the middle.
Sit.
And that grass is super grabby behind the basket. As long as you're coming in flat, it's just going to gobble it up. That was a great shot.
Yeah, that was a fast disc too. Down tempo fast with the Annie.
Yeah, tough to do. This is a tough shot for Cole. Easy to find out of bounds, and I think he has. Yeah, the drive, you just can't fade left, and you just start to really pinch that angle on the approach.
Surprised he didn't go over the top, honestly.
I don't know if he had the angle, do you?
Somehow. I mean, maybe not to get directly on the basket.
Well, Simon, with the out of bounds, is able to bring the disc back as far as he wants on line. And, oh no, he's found OB again.
That didn't cover.
Oh, nightmare stretch of holes for Simon since that epic birdie on 11. He's about to take a big number. It's going to be a double bogey. That's going to bring Simon all the way back to even par, sending him way behind the pace.
Not a bad up and down.
Sure.
But double
Silver
bogey,
lining,
yeah.
I suppose.
There's no difference between a double bogey and a triple bogey at that point.
Yeah.
To us.
No doubt. Yeah, for sure.
It's just like, oh, yeah, well, I ruined everything.
Yep. Everything I want is done, and it's over, and
I ruined it.
I miss my kids.
Exactly.
I'm hungry. Great birdie for Anthony. The bogey free continues. He has added his 5th birdie to the round.
Slowly putting something together.
Yeah, sure. On a windy day, I think 5 under starts to feel like an okay to pretty good round.
Yeah, I
especially with the really tough finish that we have. On a calm day, I think you need to be pushing the 6 to 8 under mark if you want to stay in the hunt. But it was a very windy day. And AB he's getting there. There's a couple more birdie holes to go, and then we're going to get to 17 and 18 where it is just survive. Those holes are so tough. Birdies can be had, but they're rare, and big scores are common.
Braden gets a 9 under through 14.
What a day for Braden Sides.
Hole 15, par 4, 600 feet. A little out of bounds on the right. You're just going to want to push a little hyzer under this tree. You don't really need a skip. You're playing for one. I don't know why we play for one. You don't need it.
Nope.
Just anywhere up there.
Might as well try to, I guess.
Yeah,
But.
and then second shot into this green it's tricky. There's out of bounds left, way down the hill. Out of bounds right that really keeps you honest and sloping the whole entire way. Tailwind as well, so really tough to judge the distance.
I love the right to left sloping green when you get up to the pin. It really makes the hyzer play coming into the screen so tricky. You have to match the angle. This is a great drive from Gannon, getting underneath the tree, way left. But it's such a... It really makes you think when you throw your approach.
Yeah.
It's hard to just drop a spike hyzer on there.
AB pushing it wide, and that's... See, you don't need much. That's going to be perfect.
That's fine.
The tough shot about this hole is the second one.
So absolutely. You just don't want to give yourself too much distance. As long as you're getting up the fairway and staying on the hillside, not obstructed by that tree on the left side of your screen, then you've done what you want to do off the tee.
You do see some people go early and get the skip in the woods, but then you just kind of pitch out. It makes the hole even easier because you don't have to go for the hole and just kind of playing it for par.
Well, that's 3 typical drives. Gannon with a little bit more of the aggressive play on the inside route. Anthony with the power and the accuracy to throw the Luna on this hillside. It's the best possible disc to approach this pin with. If you've got it, you should throw it. Anthony's got it.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh.
Come on.
Rolling back, trying and fighting. And not receiving the inbounds flag.
That was a bad break. That dropped.
It was a good throw.
Yeah, that dropped out of the sky.
It at least was a better throw than the result proved.
Oh no, this has Anheuser too.
And just the difference of a couple feet is the difference of a stroke and, you know, a couple dozen feet, because Cole went out much earlier.
That is the risk you take by throwing the mid-range or the putter.
Mm-hmm.
You get it flat at all, and then the wind can kind of do whatever it wants to.
Kind of a good break for Gannon. That slope continues to go downhill, and I think he caught some sort of root system that allowed him to stay close to the basket. This has got to be careful. This is going downhill quick. And the roll. And does that find OB again? That's what that line is. Yeah, that's out of bounds.
Wow, I didn't even know there was OB down there.
Oh,
that's a tough break.
Man.
This guy has putted it out of bounds twice this round, where you really didn't need to.
Oh, Cole really had things going on the front nine. He's about to take a big number. Oh.
Yeah, he's going to take a triple.
And Simon needed that one in a bad way, and the putting woes continue for him.
Yeah, he's getting the wobbly legs.
And meanwhile, Gannon, we're talking about, it doesn't really matter about the slow start. Look at this. That putt would have been for 7. And he definitely should be kicking that thing, because that's the thing that stopped his disc from rolling down the hill even farther. So
he might have made it if he went farther.
Yeah, who knows? Anthony's going to take the birdie here and slowly work his way under par even more. But man, Cole Redalen, that's going to be going in the wrong direction to the tune. Is that really a triple?
Yeah, happened quick. Drive, then out of bounds left, then out of bounds
4,
putt,
putting
up,
6,
tap
putt
in.
tapping 7. Man, that's how it works in the Disc Golf Pro Tour. Just a few holes, you can find yourself on top of the world, and then a couple holes later.
Yeah, 4 holes ago, he was tied for 5th place.
Wow. Unreal. Gavin Babcock currently back on top at 9 under, and we're going to just another snub, I think, on a Dream 18 type of. This is such a beautiful woods hole. You got the red mulch, the grass through the woods, the line is there, but if you're off your line, you get punished. There's out of bounds that you can find if you hit an early OB.
Ooh, Matty O.
Yeah. Shh. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Squatty squat.
Squats.
Okay, decent.
I think
we're gonna have a little highlight putt here.
Oh yeah, he is just inside the circle. I thought he was a little closer than that. Nothing stops this man, though. Yeah.
Great putt.
And that'll get Matty O to 8 under.
What's good about that putt is that's pushing the distance that he's comfy with from that spot, you know, without jumping. Like, that's probably a really tough putt for him.
Sure. Anthony pushing a lot of hyzer, is a little wide, and that's what happens when you're. This is the kind of hole where you get frustrated because you're going to see somebody miss their line by a lot, and they're going to find some gap.
Yeah.
But for the most part, the only way that you can guarantee the birdie is by going right up the gut. And this is looking gorgeous.
Yeah, I saw a guy do it on my card today.
But it's a great hole.
Oh yeah,
It's
this is
absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And when they moved this from the short pin to the long pin last year, it's one of the best changes they could have ever made. And part of the stress and the pressure of this hole is knowing this is really your last good birdie chance. I mean,
you're right.
The next 2 are so tough.
Oh, here's that lucky route you were talking about.
Okay.
Almost makes it.
Lucky only at the very end. It was pure for the most of the fairway.
Yeah, that's fine. Luck's luck.
We'll give him the follow flight regardless.
Yeah. Ooh, chain high, really.
And double lucky off the tree back into bullseye.
He needed it after the big number.
In a big way. In a big, big way.
Simon gonna try to jump put this all the way there.
And a little leafy.
Gonna have to earn it.
Yeah, he is. A little bit of spicy mustard left on that kielbasa.
A little approach for Anthony. I'm guessing he was trying to make that, but comes up a little short. Gannon kind of shredding now, I think.
Yeah, no, shredding is definitely... it's
out
just
of nowhere.
It just really was out of nowhere, isn't it? It always
That's what
just...
he does. Gets a lot of birdies in a row here and there.
It's just so funny. It's just so... When he got the boat, when he re-teed back there on 7, and he ended up saving the bogey, and I think he was, what, 1 under at the time?
Yeah.
And we were just saying, yeah, he can do this. Not many players can do this, to go off to that slow of a start, and it's fine. But he can, because he'll string together birdies, and here he is, just proving us right. Not that it's surprising, because you probably predicted it too if you're watching this, but it's just another day at the office for Gannon Buhr. Right there, tied for 9th place, only 2 back of the lead. Matt Hammerstein and Gavin Babcock have been on it all day.
Hole 17, new addition to the park. Par 4, 603 feet, left gap, right gap. Get out here anywhere, and then you got decisions to make, because check this out. It's got the island green in the shape of Iowa.
The state of Iowa. And if you do not make the island, you go to a 1 drop zone. And if you don't get inbounds from there, you go to a 2nd drop zone. And it's a tough hole. Oh, look at this. We got a little check in here with Adam Hammis. He is lining up this left side route. The forehand route is certainly there.
I actually like this route the most.
And that is what you got to do. You got to get a lot of distance. If you don't get the height right, you're going to find yourself behind a row of trees with that route. This second shot is really tough, because this left side tree that you see up at the top of your screen really gets in the way for the forehand trying to hyzer its way onto the island. Unless you just go straight at it. And wow, that finds in bounds. That looked way right.
Yeah, and short.
How on earth? Okay, he just finds the little part of Iowa that breaks out. Well, that's the way you birdie hole 17, I suppose.
What is Iowa border right there?
I don't know. I should. Actually, I do know. I'm just not going to say. The hardest hole in the course, hole 17.
Indiana?
Not even remotely close.
Really? I think it is.
Not even remotely
okay,
close.
never mind.
Illinois? I don't know.
Oh, Illinois, Kentucky, maybe. Ohio. I don't know. Wisconsin. Got a little chip out from Babcock. He got into some trouble there on the left, and now he has this to get up and down for the par. In good position here. Going right, though. Come on back.
Whoa.
Oh, no. This is the drop zone situation you were talking about.
Yeah, that's like right next to Wisconsin is where he's landed.
Oh, I was close. On my 9th pick. That's good.
If he was a little bit south, he would have been in Illinois.
Yeah, well. Mom raised the brainiac.
Well, this is going to be the score that's going to take Gavin Babcock back down the leaderboard just a bit as he's tapping into double bogey. And you're seeing why this is the hardest hole on the course. An absolute bruiser.
Wow. Harder than 18, huh?
Harder than 18, yeah. Birdied more than 18. But the big scores like you just saw there.
Gannon gets through everything?
That's ridiculous.
Come on.
To be fair, I really feel Gannon's influence on both 17 and 18. The shot shape sets up so well for the way he likes to throw the disc.
Lucky like Gannon. Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh, Cole Redalen, way out the gap himself. These are atypical results here.
Yeah, usually you're kicking bad.
Really bad. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
I don't care what Simon does. This is the best grouping of drives you're going to see on this hole ever. Like, Simon can throw the disc backwards 200 feet and it's still going to be the best grouping you're going to see.
That's so good.
Simon turning it over a little bit. Very end. Catching a little cabbage. And it's the kind of cabbage that's actually great because now it puts you in a position where you can lay up and then put yourself in a spot where you can go for the green and...
Yeah. This is hard from here. Going for it, though. Has the distance.
Yeah, wow, 0 ground play. But still, fantastic. Pin high and 2, 27 feet away.
Lands in Cedar Rapids area, look like. Anthony shapes that to perfection.
Yeah.
I like the ante on it.
That was nice.
Yep. Fight the wind a little bit with that. Anheuser, Gannon a little more left. He's going to go straight hyzer at it. He does so and sit.
That's a little north in the state there. That's near like Waterloo.
Yeah.
Maybe like Mason City.
Simon wide. He's in need of a birdie.
Oh, that's right.
Par,
that's in Cedar
seven.
Rapids.
That is?
Oh, that's right there in Cedar Rapids.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Cole for much needed birdie.
Yeah.
That's a great birdie from where he was. That is
Wow.
so tough.
Getting 16 and 17 after the triple bogey. That is some heart. Cole Redalen out there fighting. Gannon just tacking on another birdie.
Why wouldn't you put the basket in Des Moines?
That, you know, I like that. I don't know where Des Moines is.
It would be over there to the left. If Cedar Rapids is right there, then it'd be left of that.
Yeah, I really do. No, you're right. It's central in the state, and I think that the basket should be central. They could have just moved the island over. They didn't necessarily need to move the basket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The island itself could have moved right.
Right.
Matty O.
Well, is this in Indianola? Was the basket there?
We're in a completely different state right now. We're like in Texas because we're gone down south and we have moved to an insanely difficult tee shot. Hole 18, par 4, 610. I have a hard time buying it just because it plays so far. The gap puts you in a straight jacket off the tee. Throwing hard just puts the fear of the kick into Transylvania into play.
Yeah.
It's just, you just cannot imagine throwing it hard. But we're going to get a little check in here with Braden Sides, who maybe can show us how it's done.
Who's sliding back a little bit.
Oh, and look how close he keeps that on that left side, breaking it up out into the gap. That is fantastic.
Was at one point at 9 under, slips all the way back to 7. Now he has, I'd say, about 350 in from here.
How understable is this disc right here? My goodness, what a shot. That trust, unreal.
That was awesome.
What a throw.
See if he can make good from about 12 feet. 14
yeah.
feet. Yes.
Okay.
Leader in the clubhouse.
One of the things that's really nice about hole 17 and 18, I feel like they're too hard, but I like the
Look
element
at this shot.
that you never know what's going to happen.
What is this?
That is making up lines.
That is so drifty, dude.
He's like, yeah, I'm like that. Yeah, I'm like that.
Oh my gosh, that was so good. He's that close.
That is insane. That is insanely good.
I think that's the best shot I've seen in a long time. People at home, let me tell you, to work it that low from left to right.
To have a disc in your bag that you
nuts.
could trust to even do that, and then to
Yeah.
pull it off in the moment, unreal. Uh-oh. And it's rolling backwards too. Oh boy. That's going to be a tough scramble for Gannon.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, look at
One
that.
more.
That's what I'm telling you, man. It's just so hard. The gap is just so unforgiving.
Oh, boy. Bad spot over there.
And as if the gap couldn't be any harder, there's actually a tree that just winds its way on that right side back into the fairway at the height that you want to throw.
Yeah, I hit that one.
But to finish my thought, what I like about 17 and 18 is that you don't know what's going to happen.
Right. It's fun for us watching, for sure.
Not as fun for the player, especially if your name is Gannon Buhr right now, but it's very fun to watch the event unfold with the pressure building.
He made this bed.
Yes, he did.
I do like this play. Sidearm roller wide through the big gap.
Yep. And
does he get out, though?
Not really. And that's going to be every bit of 400 into the pin, uphill, tight OB.
Look where Gannon ended up. Yikes.
Wow. Gannon's looking best case scenario triple bogey in my opinion right now. It could be even worse.
I mean,
he's just
depends
having
on how far he can get this one.
This is for par, and he's 480 away.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can still
at best.
You can still save the double bogey, but it's going to take 2 great shots. At least 1 great shot.
Simon pushing that as far left as he can.
It's what you want to do. I mean, for the best angle in, but yeah, that's maybe a little bit too close for comfort.
Where's Cole at? Right side. Okay. What is this move?
That was insane. What a bold choice for Cole from there.
I can't believe these 3 shots we saw. Braden.
Yeah, incredible.
Matty O.
One of the sickest shot shapes of the year.
Yep. Oh. Throw it hard, young fella.
That is awesome. Well done from Anthony. He'll have a shot from that range to stay bogey free to shoot 7 under.
Oh, Gannon's getting up and down from here.
Certainly like to think he would.
Looks a little leaky.
Oh
no. That is so hard in that rough on the right.
It is so immediately thick that once you get in a foot, you're in just awkward spots.
Yes.
There's
it's
not
tough to swing.
You can't get your arm moving forward.
And you can't get your legs involved too because there's so many little prickers.
Well, see if Gannon or AB is up first. Oh, Cole for the birdie.
Come on, Jerm, you're supposed to be on that.
Oh, just a few inches low.
That would have been better than Matty O's as far as like
Position.
Mm-hmm.
To stay bogey free. Anthony Barela, clean round. Awesome.
And just like that, he's going to win the card. Because Gannon's at 8. He's double bogeying at best. That's what going bogey free will get you, though.
Yep.
The best feeling in disc golf, I don't care what anybody says, bogey free.
It's awesome.
It's hard to get mad at a bogey free round. All right.
Really, really good.
And he didn't pass out. That's great.
Oh, man. Well, I did forget to mention a couple of things I want to shout out real quick. First off, 2 bogey free rounds in the day. Matt Oram, 9 under, and Anthony Barela at 7 under. There was an ace on hole 3. I forgot to mention Kevin Kiefer. And Thunder Schultz in the group in front of us threw in on hole 17 for the eagle. So
cool.
Couple of eagles out there today, but the leader in the clubhouse, Matt Oram, followed by Raven Newsom, who kind of came up out of nowhere on our leaderboard, was never in the lead. He was just always right there, but a good round at 8 under. Braden Sides and Colton Montgomery is actually going to be on our lead card. So in the end, all the check-ins with Gavin Babcock unable to finish that hot round he had going all day, slipping down to 7 under. So he's still tied with the lead, but Colton Montgomery going to get the nod with the PDGA number being the lowest of the group of 7s.
Yeah. Shout out to Kevin Kiefer too, because he got the bonus on hole 3. There was a $300 bonus set the morning of. He was the third group out, knocked it off the board.
What?
So that's kind of fun.
There was a bonus on hole 3 specifically?
For the 8th, yeah.
Well, good for you.
How cool.
Thank you guys for watching. We're a third of the way through the Des Moines Challenge here in Indianola. Thank you to the Founders Club.
Yep.
Thanks to Jules for being just the best wingman I could ever ask for.
Oh, wow. Thanks, buddy. Hey, make sure you don't lock those legs. It's dangerous out there. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thanks.